is happening, boys? Turbo Toys here. And it's that time of the week again, boys. It's Turbo's Tag Team Tuesday! Oh yes, boys, because today I ain't got kids, but I got figs, because representing WWE Mattel Elite Series 50 and 53, the inaugural Smackdown Tag Team Champions, the one-man band, Heath Slater, and the man beast, Rhino. But before we get into these figures, don't forget, if you enjoy these reviews, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe and be a part of the Turbo Squad. Right, boys, right off the bat, I think it's interesting that Heath Slater comes under the Raw brand, even though he's got the Smackdown Tag Team Championship. But we can see here his tag team partner Rhino's got the Smackdown Live brand. But on the front of the box, it lets you know what part of the diorama set you get with each figure. It also displays the same image for both guys on each side of the box. And it's another one of them weeks again, boys, with no reading, just the other figures in the series, plus another couple more images of the boys covering the top half of the back of the packaging. So as we take these gentlemen out of their plastic penitentiary and take a little look and see what they come with. Now, for anyone that's interested, this is what the diorama display stands look like that come with these figures. So both Heath Slater and Rhino come with their own WWE Smackdown Tag Team Championship. And plus, Heath comes with that famous t-shirt with his slogan, "I've got kids. I need this job." I'm just one man, but I'm a one-man band. Yes, boys, as we take a look at a one-man band and a guy that's been the hottest free agent on a couple of occasions. Now, in my opinion, this head scan is a great representation of Heath. Like, it's pre-true effects and it captures a great likeness. It's a fantastic sculpt on his red hair. Truly remarkable work, because you can spot that this is Heath Slater from a mile away. He's got the standard cruiserweight torso style, as I always like to call it. He's got no elbow pads or no wrist tape, but included is all of his tattoo work on his upper arms. And there's a lot of detail going on there, but Mattel always seems to capture it to the best of their ability. Now, as for the tights, there's quite a lot going on here. He's got the blue tights design with a mixture of colours including orange, black, white, bits of silver. He has the studded belt design that goes all the way around. So he's got many things going on with the design, starting off with the Slater on the front of the tights. And on his right leg we can see that it says Wildcard and it's got some playing cards within that design. And then on his left leg, I think maybe that's a clock with all the cogs that are inside the clock. That was a bit hard to say. And then of course he's got some crazy designs in and around that image. And then finishing off with the boots. Now I love the style of boots that he's wearing here. They're plain black and of course they both got the S for Slater on both sides of the boots. Now boys, as we move on to the man beast Rhino. Now what a career this guy has had in the sport of professional wrestling. An ECW legend holding the television championship and the ECW heavyweight championship. Now looking at the head scan, I can see it ain't Mattel's best work, but it certainly isn't their worst. I don't think looks wise it's 100% there, but I feel like if they tweaked a few things here and there, this scan wouldn't be far off. Because I think the hair sculpts and the facial hair are on point with this figure. Never mind the dodgy paint app on his nose, but I feel like if you was to adjust the angle of the eyebrows down slightly and make him a bit more mean looking, that could change the whole outlook on this scan and how it looks. Let me know what you guys think. So as we move down, one of the biggest talking points of this figure was the shoulder choice and how rubbish it looked. And I must admit, boys, I'm not a massive fan of how it looks myself. I think I did see people switch him over with the Big Show shoulders and it made it look a little bit better. That's your turbo tip of the day, boys. But I love the arms with the shape and the thickness, and I can see they've included both elbow tattoos with the star and the spider's web. Plus he's sporting a higher black wrist tape, also sporting black finger tape. Now looking at Rhino Singlet, he's gone with the all black singlet. He has the Rhino design on the front and it's written in blue. And as for the sides, on one side he has the Gortor design, as well as the skull and crossbones design in the spider's web on the other side. And then capped off with a big letter R on his back, but I have no idea what that stands for. And then I think this is the same design as a previous Big E figure with the chunkier thighs, and then finishing it off with a smaller black design for the boots. Now these two men were involved in a storyline where Heath was a free agent, and if he was to beat Rhino in a match, then he would get signed to a Smackdown contract. Heath would go on to lose that match, but he would get offered a spot in the tournament for the newly installed Smackdown Tag Team Championships, but that's if he could find a partner. So after a struggle to find a partner, he was approached by the man beast Rhino, who agreed to be his partner in the tournament. And that's where they went on to beat the Headbangers, the Hype Bros, and eventually the Usos at Backlash, becoming the inaugural Smackdown Tag Team Champions. But after when Rhino left the company and Heath Slater was a part of the dreaded COVID budget cuts, the two would find themselves in Impact Wrestling together, as well as wrestling on the independent circuit, becoming the Extreme Intense Championship Wrestling Tag Team Champions. But it begs the question of, would I recommend these figures? Now it's a mixed bag really, because the Heath Slater figure is a really good figure, but he's not on my top 10 list of figures to get. And as for Rhino, granted the figure's not the best bit of work Mattel have produced, but the legendary status of Rhino is the only appealing reason why I'd want to buy this figure. He's got a similar look here to how he looked in ECW, so you could just get away with getting Rhino, but that's taking nothing away from how good Heath Slater is. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let me know what you guys feel about it. Also, what classic attires would you like to see Mattel produce of Rhino down the line? Or even what other classic ECW superstars would you like to see them make? But for this episode of Turbo's Tag Team Tuesday, that's going to do it for this one. So if you enjoyed the episode, please don't forget to like, comment and give that subscribe button a big gore. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Turbo Toys. And until that next video, boys, I will see ya when I see ya.